And we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, screw it. What's up, guys? My name is Brenner. Welcome to my channel. This is Mr. Liquor Sipper, and to all my other Mr. and Mrs. Liquor Sippers that are out there, it is nice to see you again. Today, we're gonna be going over guess. Just kidding, because I wouldn't hear you anyway. So once upon a time, you can go back, and I'll probably leave this old video somewhere, maybe the back end. George Dickel, right? This is a Tennessee whiskey. This is the bottled and bond version. However, today we're going over something that I have, in fact, really been wanting to test smoothly. Is this George Dickel Tennessee Whiskey Barrel Select exclusively. So find out, how does it stack up against El Senor George Dickel Bottled and Bond, and is it better? Is it worth your money? Is it worth the cash in your pocket? Maybe it's not even worth the lint in your pocket. Stay tuned and find out. Alright guys, so real quick, right before you guys decide to pour yourself another glass, don't forget to sip and like on that like button and sip on that subscribe button, and you know how it goes, guys. It helps the algorithm, it helps people find stuff like this channel right here that helps folks out there understand, even if it's just a little bit, about what you're drinking, about the whiskey, because this is for newbies, though I have been into this now for 3 years. So without further ado, let's get into George Dickel Barrel Select. Now, this George Dickel Barrel Select, if you did not know, and all these other George Dickels that are around, George Dickel, don't be a dick. Alright, it's distilled by Cascade Hollow Distilling Company. And also, so you guys know, from a lot of the research I was doing, it doesn't look like there's that many Tennessee whiskeys that are out there. So from what I read, I could be wrong, just let me know down in the comments. I'm sure there's a multitude of others, maybe some smaller brands, but from what I read, this is only one of the 8 Tennessee whiskeys that are out there. So obviously the other one, the most infamous, well-known, Jack Daniels is there. You got Prechards or Precards. You also have Heaven's Door, Corsair, Rymageddon Whiskey, Collier, and McKeel, and this last one is Uncle Nearest. So if you didn't know, there's only 8 of them. But obviously they're very proud of their Tennessee whiskey, and obviously we know who put them on the map. For this particular George Dickel right here, it's roughly 45 bucks, give or take, depending on where you're at and where you live and the taxes that they try to bend you over with. Also, this has a 43% alcohol by volume, a 86 proof, and it is also made from 10 bottle batches, also aged a very, very long minimum of 9 years. I wouldn't say it's long, but I mean that's almost a decade. I did see some other stuff that said it can be aged between 10 and 12 years, and then on the actual website for George Dickel itself, it does say more, or up to, sorry, a minimum of 9 years. So quite a few things to go over with this. So it was given 92 points by the Ultimate Spirits Challenge. Do I know what that is? No, but I will dig deeper into that. But obviously these are the people that are awarding George Dickel with a rating of 92 points, and they also rated it as excellent and highly recommended. Did I know that before I got into this bottle? No, I actually did like this George Dickel Bottled and Bond. To be honest with you, it was on the cheaper end, and I wanted to see how does the cheaper end stack up with it. All right, so also it can't talk. All right, so this bottle was also rated by the Wine Enthusiast in 2019 and gave this a score of a 95. So that's within a 3-point margin of the last folks. So, you know, it's showing that it's pretty damn drinkable, pretty damn sippable. We also got a mash bill here. Now, I like this because the last bottle there was no mash bill for the Clyde Mays. I couldn't find one, and it was also undisclosed according to them. Very hush hush about that, but the mash bill here is 84% corn, 8% rye, and then 8% malted barley. Okay, so good things to know here. It's been aged brand new out of the box, out of charred oak barrels. Brand new out of the box, or maybe brand new just built charred barrels. And then after that, they're filtered through maple charcoal, and this is all prior to aging, which is interesting to me, but that's pretty cool. So I'm guessing it's gonna have some sweeter elements that are tied into all of this. Now we're going to get into the actual glass. So here we go. Here is my Karen glass, my McLaren, my glycerin. How do I pronounce this again? Anyway, here we go. We're going to set this guy up, and as everyone knows, these are all brand new reviews, and maybe it's not something that's known if you're new to the channel. So here we are, opening up this bottle for the first time, which is what this channel is about, my straight up brand new reactions. And this happens to me every time. If you go back and you look, I start freaking out because I can't open up these bottles, but I just got it. Okay, so yeah, everything is right now, right here in the moment. You get to see my face and how I react to the very first sip. And if my esophagus ends up crawling out of my mouth, then that means that this would be a toss it and not a sip it, but we're gonna find out right now, is that the case? Is it a sip it or is it a toss it? So here we go. Ooh, nice and smooth, straight off the top, dear. All right, let's see. So far, smells like straight caca. All right. So the bottle is up, and personally, I like the bottle. I like it. It's just a classy looking bottle. For some reason, I like these better than like some of the tall ones. Anyway, let's get into it here. Nosing for newbies. All right. Oh, okay. Here we go. Smells like a decade-old forgotten Porta-John mixed with, what is that? A glass of freshly boiled urine after dropping in a used butt plug. Also get some weird smells here. Smells like an overused stained cushion from casting couch. It reeks of lies and future pregnancies. So, if you want to sip on that, then come pour a bottle. Alright, so let's be real here now. Let's get straight to the nose. On the nose also, just so you guys know, for those of you that don't know, you're about to know that when you do this, the real nosing for newbies, not the funky nosing for newbies, you're supposed to be smelling this in and actually having your mouth open at the same time in order for that the aroma or the smell to travel through, so you can get almost like a smell and a taste of what the smell will taste like, if that makes any sense. So straight off the top here, I get a strong oak, a little bit of cocoa, and there's like a weird hidden phantom of banana at the end. Slightly fruity, and I can get those, I guess, you know, when it was filtered, I can kind of smell some of that maple, so it does smell like it's gonna be sweet. So straight to the lips, onto the tongue. It's time to take sips and have some fun. Sometimes I'm an idiot, man. You gotta enjoy your life, man. That's what this is all about. So if you take drinking too serious to a point where you beat your wife, then you probably shouldn't watch this channel, because that's what this is all about. It's about good times. You drink to have fun, and you drink to celebrate. You don't drink to get belligerent. On to the palate. It is smooth, sweet, and it's very balanced. It has some rice spice to it, and I get a little bit of cherry and vanilla. It has a very warm finish and kind of caramel or caramel finish, and then slightly fruity at the end, like very subdued, as if you dropped a fruit roll up kind of in some water and you just left it there, and then you took the fruit roll up out and just kind of drank the water. It would be subtle like that, and that's kind of the fruity-ish tropical fruit almost that you get from it at the end. I just want to say thanks to everyone that has joined me today and will join me next week, because next week we're going to be doing something else. I'm going to be working on doing reviews at least once a week. Initially, when I started this channel, it was 2. For those of you that are out there that even care, I also have a clothing company. So if you guys are interested in some of the apparel, such as like the shirt that I'm wearing right now or the hat, it's Prevail and Conquer Clothing Company. I will leave a link at the bottom. We'll be coming out with some new stuff here in the beginning of January of 2022. I'm really excited. We got some really cool things that are coming out, and all your support would be greatly appreciated, just as you guys have supported this channel. Tell your friends, tell your homies, tell your wives, tell your enemies, tell family members and everyone in between about this channel. It puts you in good spirits, gives you a little bit of digestible information, and also don't forget, it's critical that you guys hit that like button. It's critical. It's critical. But it's even more critical to sip on that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you know every single time I do a post, so you guys can get educated and laugh at my stupid jokes. Until next time, cheers and keep on sipping.